Why can't I ever fall asleep before midnight? Grandma Helen asked herself that question night after night. At 78, she had raised 4 children, volunteered at her church, and prided herself on being tough. But lately, the hours between sunset and dawn had become a private battlefield. Her calves stiffened like cords of rope. Her feet pulsed with a dull ache that made her toes twitch beneath the covers. Some evenings she would kick off the blanket, hoping cool air would soothe the throbbing. Other nights, she piled on quilts, convinced the warmth might coax her legs to calm down. Nothing worked. One evening her 9-year-old grandson, Peter, crept to her doorway for a good night cuddle. He paused, watching her shift from side to side. "Grandma, why do your feet wiggle so much?" he asked with the disarming honesty only a child possesses. Helen's heart squeezed with equal parts affection and embarrassment. She had no answer except the tired words every insomniac whispers in the dark. "I don't know." Millions of older adults share Helen's secret struggle. You climb into bed weary from the day's activities, shopping for groceries, calling your sister, watering the garden, and expect blissful rest. Yet your body refuses to cooperate. Perhaps your calf sees in sudden knots that shoot pain all the way to your heel. Maybe you feel endless prickling beneath the soles of your feet, forcing you to flex your toes or dangle your legs off the mattress. The clock advances. 11, 12, 1, 2. Each passing hour steals tomorrow's energy before dawn even breaks. I'm Dr. Robert Johnson, a gerontology sleep specialist. For half a century, I have sat across from seniors who describe the same nightly torment. They show me prescription bottles that promise drowsiness but leave them groggy. They hold up herbal teas, white noise machines, memory foam pillows, gadgets and brews that cost money yet deliver little peace. What most of them have never tried, or even heard of, is the 2-minute ritual you will learn today. It is so simple that it feels almost foolish, but it is grounded in solid physiology and confirmed by countless success stories. Before we dive into the how, we must understand why the body sabotages sleep as the years accumulate. Aging alters 3 biological systems central to nighttime comfort: circulation, musculature, and nerve sensitivity. Slower circulation. Your heart remains a marvel of endurance, beating more than 100,000 times per day, but its ability to push blood to distant capillaries diminishes over decades. Legs, especially calves and feet, sit at the farthest point from the pump, and veins must work against gravity to return fluid upward. When that return slows, blood pools, tissues swell, and a cascade of discomfort begins. In younger years, a brisk jog or long day of errands keeps everything moving. In later life, when activity is gentler, blood can stagnate long enough to trigger cramps and a heavy, restless sensation. Tightening muscles. Muscle fibers are like elastic bands. With constant use, they remain supple, but gradual collagen changes make them less springy. Tiny micro tears accumulate in calf muscles from everyday walking and standing. Without adequate stretching, the fibers bind together and shorten. That shortening sets the stage for spasms, sudden, sharp contractions that rip you from precious slumber. Heightened nerve sensitivity. Peripheral nerves become more irritable with age, particularly when starved of oxygen by sluggish circulation. The slightest chemical imbalance, extra acid, a pinch of inflammation, can set them buzzing. Those signals travel up the spinal cord and slap your consciousness awake. The tragedy is that conventional sleep advice rarely addresses these fundamentals. A pill lulls your brain, but your calves may still erupt like coiled springs. A weighted blanket feels cozy until trapped heat dilates veins and worsens swelling. White noise masks household sounds yet cannot silence screaming nerves. That is where the overlooked bedtime ritual comes into play. By combining massage, stretch, and gentle percussion in a specific order, you restore circulation, lengthen tight fibers, calm hyperactive nerves, and send a powerful message to your lower limbs. The day is over. You may rest. The complete 2-minute bedtime ritual. Step 1. Warm and prepare. Sit on the edge of your bed with both feet flat on the floor. Dispense a nickel-sized dollop of lightweight lotion or a pea-sized puddle of natural oil, sweet almond, grapeseed, or fractionated coconut into your palms. Rub your hands briskly until the lotion feels warm. Heat alone stimulates tiny blood vessels, priming them to open. Step 2. Arch circles 60 seconds. Lift your right foot onto your opposite thigh. Place both thumbs at the center of the arch. Press firmly but gently, moving in slow circles about the size of a penny. Continue spiraling outward, mid-arch, inner arch, outer arch, covering the entire sole. Switch to the left foot after 30 seconds. This motion compresses stagnant blood upward and pushes fresh, oxygen-rich fluid downward, bathing nerves in relief, giving nutrients. Step 3. Heel-to-toe glides, 10 repetitions per foot. Keep each foot on your thigh. Brace the heel with one hand while your other hand forms a shallow cup over the ball of the foot. Glide from heel to toe using moderate pressure, as though squeezing toothpaste from a tube. Repeat 10 times. Imagine toxins and metabolic waste riding the wave toward your toes, where lymphatic vessels will whisk them away. Step 4. Ankle rolls, 8 circles each direction. Hold your ankle lightly and rotate your foot in wide circles clockwise, then counterclockwise. Joints often stiffen overnight. This loosens them in advance, preventing that morning shuffle many seniors dread. Step 5. Calf stretch, 30 seconds each leg. Stand facing a wall for balance. Step your right foot behind you, heel flat, toes forward. Bend your left knee while keeping the right leg straight. A deep pull should travel from Achilles tendon through the meaty heart of the calf. Hold 30 seconds, breathing slowly. Repeat on the other side. Stretching resets muscle spindle fibers, telling them they are safe to elongate instead of contracting wildly at 3 a.m. Step 6. Tapotment finale, 20 taps per leg. Return to a seated position. With relaxed wrists, lightly drum the sides of your cupped hands along each calf from ankle to knee. Tapotment, a classic massage stroke, creates rhythmic pressure waves that coax veins and lymph vessels to empty residual fluid. End with a gentle shake of the legs. Now your lower limbs buzz pleasantly, like a field after rain finally drains. That is the ritual. No special equipment, no spa-level flexibility, no contortionist moves. 2 minutes, sometimes 3 if you savor the comfort. Nearly every patient who commits to this practice for 7 consecutive nights reports dramatic improvement. Let me share a few of their stories. Success stories. Clara, 79, had slept in a recliner for 6 years because lying flat intensified her leg cramps. After 5 nights of the ritual, she dared to spend a full 8 hours in her own bed. It felt like reclaiming a room in my life, she told me, eyes shining. Bill, 85, loved early morning fishing trips, but always woke stiff around 4:30 a.m., grumbling through baiting hooks. 2 weeks in a nightly massage, he slept until dawn and walked the dock without grimacing. I keep my rod steady now, he joked. Rose, 76, was skeptical. I've tried every tea from chamomile to catnip, she said. Why would rubbing my feet help? She gave a week anyway, scribbling notes in a sleep diary. On day 6, she wrote in bold ink, 5 hours uninterrupted, first time in a decade. Harold, 82, served in the Navy and retained a sailor's stoic pride. He loathed admitting weakness. Yet nocturnal leg cramps stole his dignity. He once toppled trying to stand at 2 a.m. because his calves seized. After learning the ritual, he called the clinic. "Doc, last night was the first watch miracle. I slept the whole shift." Enhancing the ritual with lifestyle tweaks. Though the 2-minute routine is the star, several complementary habits multiply its benefits. Layer them gradually. Even adopting 1 or 2 will inch you closer to blissful slumber. 1. Warm foot soaks twice weekly. Fill a basin with water roughly 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm, but not scalding. Add half a cup of Epsom salt and 5 drops of lavender or eucalyptus essential oil. Soak your feet for 10 minutes while listening to calming music. Magnesium from the salt seeps through the skin, feeding muscles that crave it. 2. Cotton-rich socks. After massaging, slip on breathable cotton or bamboo socks. Synthetic fibers trap sweat and can constrict ankles. Natural fibers wick moisture while retaining gentle warmth. 3. Evening hydration ritual. 30 minutes before lights out, drink a 6-ounce glass of room temperature water. Hydration thins the blood, easing its passage through narrow capillaries. Avoid huge volumes that trigger midnight bathroom trips. Consistent small sips work best. 4. Elevate the ankles. While reading or praying before bed, place a thin pillow beneath your lower calves or use an adjustable base to raise feet about 6 inches. Gravity assists veins that struggled all day. 5. Magnesium-rich diet. Muscles require magnesium to relax after contraction. Almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, black beans, and brown rice supply abundant stores. Aim for at least 1 magnesium-dense food at breakfast and dinner. 6. Calming herbal infusions. Chamomile, passion flower, lemon balm, and valerian root contain flavonoids that quiet the brain's alert centers. Brew 1 cup 90 minutes before bedtime. Add honey for flavor and further relaxation. It contains tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin. 7. Salt awareness. Processed snacks, canned soups, and restaurant meals overflow with sodium, which encourages fluid retention. Reduce salt and amplify herbs like basil, oregano, and turmeric for flavor. Lower swelling means less nighttime pressure on nerves. 8. Gentle daytime movement. Even 10 minutes of slow walking primes venous pumps in your calves. Morning sun boosts vitamin D synthesis, nurturing bone and nerve health, double benefit. Deep breathing and mindful release. Physical tension often mirrors mental tension. Once your calves feel loose and warm, add a 60-second breathing exercise that tells your nervous system it's safe to descend into deep sleep. Mindful breath sequence. Sit comfortably, hands resting on thighs. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, imagining cool air traveling down to your freshly massaged feet. Hold for a count of 2, picturing circulation pooling calm energy in your calves. Exhale slowly through pursed lips for a count of 6, releasing any residual tightness. Repeat 5 cycles. This 4-2-6 pattern activates the parasympathetic branch of your autonomic nervous system, the restful counterpart to fight or flight. When breath and muscle agree that danger is absent, sleep's door swings wide. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. On nights when restlessness still lingers, add PMR to your toolkit. Developed in the 1920s by physician Edmund Jacobson, PMR involves tensing and releasing muscle groups systematically. After finishing your calf stretch, lie flat and work upward. Press toes toward your head. Hold 3 seconds, then release. Tighten thighs, hold, release. Squeeze glutes, hold, release. Curl fingers into fists, hold, release. Shrug shoulders toward ears, hold, release. Gently press tongue against palate, hold, release. By the time you reach the crown of your head, your entire body feels like melting wax, creating the perfect sleep sanctuary. Even the best ritual can be undermined by a disruptive environment. Transform your bedroom into an oasis. Temperature: aim for 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooler rooms signal the brain to drop core temperature, a prerequisite for deep sleep. Light: blackout curtains or an unmasked block streetlights, and early sunrise in summer months. Even a digital alarm's blue glow can nudge melatonin production downward. Sound: a low hum from a fan or gentle white noise machine creates a blanket of auditory consistency that masks sporadic traffic or barking dogs. Aroma: a single drop of lavender oil on a cotton pad by the pillow engages the olfactory nerve, which links directly to the limbic system, your emotional control center. Calm sense equal calm thoughts. The 30-day challenge. Habits cement through repetition. Commit to the ritual nightly for 30 days. Mark a calendar with a bold, heavy check mark each evening you complete the steps. Missing a day is not failure. Simply resume the next night. Progress, not perfection. By month's end, compare your first week's sleep diary with the final week. Most challengers report at least 2 additional hours of continuous sleep, a 50% drop in nighttime cramps, noticeably brighter morning mood. Frequently asked questions, expanded edition. Question: can I use a warming balm with menthol or capsaicin? A. Yes, but test a small patch first to ensure your skin tolerates the heat. Some seniors with thin skin may find capsaicin too intense. Question: are compression socks a good substitute for massage? A. Compression aids circulation during the day. At night, loose cotton is preferable so veins and arteries could dilate naturally. Question: what about restless leg syndrome, RLS? A. This ritual reduces the frequency of RLS episodes for many patients because it addresses 2 triggers: poor circulation and muscle tightness. Consult your doctor if symptoms persist. Question: my spouse snores and wakes me. Will this still help? A. Yes. While massage won't mute snores, deeper personal recovery makes brief disturbances less disruptive. Consider earplugs or encourage your spouse to explore anti-snore solutions. The science behind the success expanded. Beyond the Canadian study cited earlier, researchers at the University of Tokyo analyzed 30 adults aged 65 to 85 who practiced a nightly 5-minute foot and calf routine. Over 8 weeks, slow wave, deep, sleep increased by an average of 14%, and inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein dropped by 11%. These findings suggest that mechanical stimulation does more than ease cramps. It lowers whole body stress. Another trial published in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that seniors who combined massage with diaphragmatic breathing had significantly higher serum melatonin levels than a control group engaging only in light reading. Melatonin is the hormone that signals bedtime to every cell. Higher levels translate to faster sleep onset. A guided visualization to seal the night. After completing your ritual, lie back and picture the following scene. You're standing in a meadow at dusk. Soft golden light brushes tall grass. Each blade sways gently, mirroring the ebb and flow of your breath. A brook murmurs nearby, water gliding the same way blood now flows through your calves. Fireflies flicker, tiny lamps guiding worries away. Feel cool earth under bare feet, grounding every lingering buzz of tension. Clouds tint lavender overhead, melting into indigo. Stars appear one, then dozens. Each star is a moment of rest awaiting you. As you breathe, Imagine stepping onto a velvet path of starlight leading toward a cottage whose windows glow warm and inviting. Inside waits a featherbed thick as a cloud, linen smelling of sun-bleached cotton. You slip between sheets, the brook's murmur fading to a lullaby, fireflies twinkling good night. The door closes with a soft click. That gentle sound is your last waking thought. Sleep washes over you like cool river water, deep and unbroken. Allow the visualization to fade naturally. Most people drift off before reaching the cottage door by night 3. Final encouragement and call to share the gift. You deserve nights of restorative sleep that refill your energy, brighten your mood, and let you wake ready to greet grandkids, gardens, and neighbors with a sparkle in your eye. 2 minutes of purposeful touch, a breath or two of mindful air, and the subtle hum of a peaceful bedroom. That trifecta unlocks a treasure chest of restful hours. Try the ritual tonight. Keep lotion visible as a friendly reminder. Set a gentle phone alarm labeled feet first, then sleep. In the morning, jot a quick note. How quickly did I fall asleep? How many times did I wake? Watch your journal transform from scribbles of frustration to lines of triumph. When you wake after your first uninterrupted night, share your experience. Tell your granddaughter during a video call. Mention it to the pharmacist filling your prescription, or leave a comment online for strangers who become companions through shared relief. Every story you tell becomes a lantern for another tired soul stumbling through the dark. Rest is not a luxury reserved for the young. It is a birthright woven into the fabric of every heartbeat. Claim it, guard it, celebrate it. May your evenings grow tranquil, your dreams grow vivid, and your mornings burst with the bold joy of sunshine on dew-coated grass. Sweet dreams. And please, when you awaken refreshed, pass this wisdom on, so no grandparent, neighbor, or friend need ever suffer another restless night again.